Hey everyone. I just went to the vigil and it was, didn't have much battery left. It was really emotional. I met three ladies whose friend actually died in the shooting in Monterey Park, and they weren't crying. I think they were kind of like afraid to express themselves, and one of them was interviewed, and I just kind of translated for them, and I could tell like they were kind of numb, and to be honest, like I felt numb too, and it was just like so unfortunate. It was a friend that they would volunteer with. I guess she was dancing at the studio, and basically their friend got shot and passed away, and they were really, really just distraught, and honestly, like I want to cry right now, but I'm having a hard time like releasing those emotions, and it's just shocking, and I remember, I think I translated for ABC7, but they were saying like, what is the government gonna do about this? Like, what's the government gonna do about what happened? Like, and then she went into, the government, there's a lot of homeless people and sanitation isn't right, and had to guide her back into what happened that night. And I didn't think that my Mandarin would be that like good enough, but I was able to help them translate, and let's just talk about death. It's not an easy thing. I personally had 2-3 friends die basically the last 2-3 years. One was a car crash, one was suicide, and one was a heart attack. So death is something that takes time to grieve, and I don't know, just the whole event was so emotional. Like, there was a preacher preaching in the front and just praying to God, dear God, like, we're just asking for justice. And I remember someone like fell at the event, and then an ambulance actually came. And if you look at the list of people who died, it's all like senior citizens, and it's just like really unfortunate and breaks my heart. And I don't know. I don't know, I just felt super numb, like, and I still want to cry, and it's not coming out, and like, what do you do about that? Like, I had honestly like a lot of anxiety going to the event, to the vigil, because like some people were worrying me like, oh, you never know, there might be like a shooting there. Nothing happened, thank God. There was a lot of reporters and the police was there, so it was pretty well protected. I just pray for like all the victims and their families, and I don't know, losing people. Like, even today I cried about some of my friends who passed away, and like, it's so hard to reconcile loss, because you remember like everything about them, and you remember the good times that you had with them, and suddenly they're not there anymore. And you don't want to like feel your heart around like anyone, because you want to go numb, but like that's not really the way to live. Like, you have to feel all your emotions. Like, you can't just like go numb. numbness is not peace, guys. Like feel all of the anger, the discouragement, feel all of the sadness, the resentment, like feel all those feelings that you have inside your heart. Just because it doesn't feel positive doesn't mean that it's bad. And I really had to be honest about how I felt. And like sometimes I do feel sad, sometimes I am angry, sometimes I'm terrified, and all of these emotions are legitimate, they're valid, and they should be expressed. And so if you're feeling sad, you're feeling angry, you're feeling frustrated, like allow yourself to feel all of those emotions, and like and cry and do whatever you have to, you know? Like I don't know. And then like one of my friends like picked me up from the city hall and gave me a ride home, and for some reason I was just like numb. I was totally numb. And I think I'm sometimes like numb around certain people because I feel like I don't know, I feel like they're gonna disappear and they're not gonna be there forever, you know? So I numb myself so I don't get attached to them, like whether it's friends or family. And yeah, like I don't know, I like was having like really trouble like feeling, because like I was translating for like 3 ladies who lost their friends, and they looked really shell shocked and like didn't just had anger, you know, just looked like angry. And as I was translating for them, I was numb too. And like, but later, like as I got home, I was just like, oh my god, like they had a friend that they volunteered with and now she's gone, you know? And death is not, again, an easy thing to process. It's really difficult. And I understand that, like the last few years, just losing so many friends and family to death, it's so scary, you know? Because like someone could be there 1 minute and the next they're just totally gone. And I felt so bad for these like ladies. like I think like sometimes before grief comes anger, you know, the anger of like, what is like the government doing, you know, about gun control? Like what is the government doing about it, you know? Like, and we feel so powerless, right? Because like we feel like we're just individuals, but I believe that we can do something about this. Not just like gun control, but everything else in our lives. Like we don't have to feel powerless. We can speak up, we can help, we can sign a petition, like whatever it is in your life. Like you have control in the sense that you can allow that anger to be your driving force to do good in this world. And I beckon you to do that in your life. Like if you're feeling grief or sadness or something about anything, that you are not powerless, that you're able to do something about your life. You're able to make changes in the laws, in your personal life, whatever it is. Like you do not have to resort to violence, or that you can freely express how you feel and make a change in this world. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. And I don't know, we'll be praying for all the people that have been affected by the shooting. Thanks for watching.